So Purple, whenever I go to anything from the UK, of course, I'm going to just dump you in the middle of it. But JK Rowling was snubbed by the Platinum Jubilee, the Queen's Platinum Jubilee reading list. Both Harry Potter and Tolkien's Lord of the Rings series were not on the BBC's list of most important books from the Queen of England's 70-year reign.
I think that if you needed to know if there is an agenda behind this, I think you need look no further than this to have two arguably the most important writers that we have at the moment missed off this list. Tolkien, arguably the father of modern fantasy. He came in at number one when they did the most beloved books list, but he is missed off this list for whatever reason. And then JK Rowling, who is considered by some to be problematic, but you cannot deny how important her books have been, especially to children, getting an entire generation reading again because of Harry Potter. I think it's an absolute disgrace that these books are not on the list. And looking over the list of some of the books that are on here, I struggle. I don't know the vast majority of them, and I love to read.
I looked through them as well, and some of the older ones, I knew some of them from reading them for AP or honors English in high school a million years ago when dinosaurs still roamed the earth. But a lot of it looked like these books were cast. Much in the same way that the characters for Lord of the Rings, they're cast based on their external features, not on their internal features.
Yes.
Who wrote Twilight?
You know what? I can't remember.
Way to derail the chat, Zaxx. What the hell are you doing on my show? God. But no, I mean, Purple, you're right. In that list of books, I mean, there were some important ones, but all of them seem to be very social justice-y, female rights, bash the patriarchy, capitalism bad.
And it's very across the board from the entire Commonwealth, which is understandable, but I thought people were against the Commonwealth. They didn't like the Queen being the head of the Commonwealth. So I'm a little bit confused.
I don't know how you do this. This just seems everything is ideological. It's the BBC, so of course, but how can anyone with a straight face ignore Tolkien? And how can you ignore the billions of dollars that Rowling generated through books and movies?
You know what's even more sad is the fact that Tolkien, when he was writing, and I think Purple had mentioned this earlier, but he was doing it for England. He was doing it for the people of England. He wanted to give them a semblance of a past, a fantasy, a mythology. Like, he was doing this for his home. And so to have it left off, I mean, there have been times in the Marine Corps where you're always taking accountability of your serialized gear or the most important weapons or, items that you have within your reach, within your grasp that you need as part of your extensive gear list. And if you forget one of those, you're fired. You're out of there. I'm surprised that these were just kind of forgotten. It is very shocking.
This is from Silverlock. Thank you. Says, it drives me crazy. I am sure there are books out there with all the SJW stuff they want, but they won't. That shows it's not about telling their stories. It's about destroying what they don't like. It is true. This has nothing to do with all of their wokerati books and celebrating. I can't even say it without getting struck. All of the agenda, but they can't have the stained glass windows. They have to throw rocks through those. I said this on a live stream, I think it was a week or two ago, but the world did exist before the year 2000, before a lot of these people were born. It was a whole world that existed before all of our enlightened, judgmental, multiple pronoun, communism-loving world that we are in now. And that world worked really hard to get by, and it became and advanced where we are today through the nuclear family and through democracy and through capitalism. And now here we are today with the beneficiaries of countless generations of people working hard, saving, scrimping, doing all the things. And now these, in my opinion, spoiled emotionally stunted children are tearing it all down and putting it on social media to show the whole world how stunning and brave they are. Am I being unfair?
No, not at all. That seems to be, as you say, that is the agenda, and it's not one that they're hiding. It's one that they are telling us this is how it's going to be now, you bigots.
As ever, this is Salty Texas C. I am Corey DB. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you've seen and heard, please hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed, I'd love to have you on board. That way you know, and we have things like live streams, which we are going to be doing every Tuesday evening. Take care. I hope you're having a great 2022.